Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. We're here with another edition of our Thursday Teacher Talk here from ROE 47. I'm Angie Garza, Director of Professional Learning, and I am very excited to be joined on this fine Thursday by three of my friends and colleagues, Heather Waninger and Chanda McDonnell, both of which are our new education pathway navigators at ROE 47, and Stacy Dingus, our digital teaching and learning specialist. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here on our Teacher Talk Thursday. Just to remind some of our Facebook friends, this is the second in a series of 5 Teacher Talks that we're doing related to college and career readiness. And that is by design, because we have a special reminder for all of you that on Monday, February 15th, we will be hosting our annual College and Career Readiness Summit from a virtual space this year. So a little bit more of that at the end of our Teacher Talk today. But today's focus, we're going to zoom in just a little bit, and we're going to talk a little bit more extensively about pathway endorsements. So last week, Janice Jones from Sauk Valley Community College spoke with us a little bit about the PWR Act. And one aspect or one component of that PWR Act is pathway endorsements. So let's dig in and see what we can find out and learn not only what this is about, but also a little bit about the work that's going on in our own Sauk Valley area. So I think I'm going to start with you, Ms. Chanda, and I was hoping that you could tell us a little bit more about this idea of pathway endorsements. What's that all about, and what does it entail?
Thank you, Angie. Yes, that's a great question. Pathway work begins with career exploration for the student, and they find what their interest and skill levels are, and that helps lead them into a career path. And they take that career path, and once they are on that pathway, they will complete financial literacy. They'll complete observation hours. They'll complete some team-based challenges and a 60-hour work-based supervised experience, where they'll actually get to dive right in and find out if this is the right fit for them.
So that's a lot of investment, not only on the side of the school community, but also on the part of the student. Heather, what incentives are there, or why is this important for students to plug into? What are the incentives of working toward a pathway endorsement?
Well, my favorite part about pathway endorsements is the idea that everything is specific to the student's interest. So like Chanda said, all of the components that go into a student earning a pathway endorsement is really geared towards what are they interested in, what are they trying to learn more about themselves at the high school level. And so the endorsement really gives them an opportunity to have some real work-based training, that 60-hour experience. They're out, they're really experiencing what is it like to do this job. I've imagined this job, or I'm interested in this job, but we really don't ever know what it's like until you get into it. And so these students have that opportunity to do that in high school. There's specific coursework, again, that's very specific to their interests. There's dual credit pieces that prepares them for their next step, college readiness, or headed into specific coursework at maybe a SOC or other post-secondaries that are going to give them a certificate. When you talk about manufacturing, and they can learn some welding skills in high school instead of waiting. And then when you talk about students maybe going into education, they're going to get some of those dual credit options in speech and things like that, that provide them that leg up when they head to post-secondary.
Chanda, as your role as a pathway navigator, can you tell us a little bit more about who specifically within the school structure are you working with? And maybe share the exciting news of the school districts that are involved in this right now.
Of course, Stacy. Currently, I work with Fulton and Morrison High Schools. I work with teachers and counselors and administration. We have a team at each school that I work with. And we are just, my role is to help guide the school into the pathway work and help the students get on that pathway. And currently, it's pretty exciting that Morrison has one potential student to earn an endorsement this year, and Fulton has 3 to 4 potential students to earn an endorsement this year. So they've been doing a lot of work, and it's really exciting to see this all happen.
Great. Heather, what about you? Who in our area, what schools are you working with?
So I get the opportunity to be the Pathway Navigator for Dixon and Rock Falls school districts. And both school districts, I'm, part of the team that just kind of helps them go through all of the components. What does it really mean to make this endorsement come alive? And both schools have really tackled on the idea of doing multiple pathways at once. So they're really kind of making the system change about our whole school and whole district, really, because it can even start down at the middle school level, can just embrace this whole idea of pathway work. And I'm just kind of part of the team that helps guide them through it.
Ladies, thank you so much for sharing a little bit more about that endorsement work. A good friend of mine once told me that college is a really expensive career exploration endeavor. So anything that we can do K-12 to really kind of pique students' interest and establishing a relevance to what they're learning to motivate them to persevere with their coursework is exciting. And it's also very exciting that we're also growing our own, expanding our community, bolstering our economy, hopefully getting some of those students to come back to the area and contribute to our own hometowns. So this is just really broad, intense, exciting work that I know personally I'm so proud of and happy to be a part of. Just as a special reminder, Heather and Chanda both talked about pathway endorsements, and they are education pathway navigators, but really that system is the same for all of those pathway endorsements. So once you build that system in our school communities, it becomes possible to expand those horizons and work on manufacturing or agriculture or nursing. So we are really excited and proud of the work that's occurring right now, and would encourage any of you listening, if you would like more information, whether you're a parent, a student, a teacher or administrator, please reach out to Heather and Chanda for more information. You might notice that we also post weekly informational press releases on our Facebook page, and we are also sharing that with the broader community. Now, an important reminder. Mark your calendars. Pull out your phone, pull out your paper calendars, and circle Monday, February 15th on that calendar. That is the date for our annual College and Career Readiness Summit that will be held virtually this year. The registration is available along with additional information on our ROE website, www.roe47.org. Please check out that professional learning tab to register and get more information. On behalf of Heather, Chanda, and Stacy this fine Thursday, we want to thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful rest of your week and an even better weekend.